Housing News 360. The headlines. Minister of Housing vows to complete housing projects in 20 states. Wike commended for signing over 1,000 C of O to Abuja house owners. Abuja resident raises alarm over structural damage linked to nearby construction. From the foreign scene, affordable housing advocate as Trump takes charge. The Minister of Housing and Urban Development, Ahmed Dangiwa, has outlined plans to complete national housing projects in 20 states, including the Federal Capital Territory, as part of his commitments to addressing Nigeria's housing deficit. He, however, said this initiative aligns with the presidential mandate of providing affordable housing for all Nigerians. In a statement issued by the ministry's Director of Press and Public Relations, Salisu Aiba, the minister emphasized the need for enhanced budgetary allocations to meet these ambitious housing goals. Dangiwa listed the focus areas of his ministry in the 2025 budget to include the construction of 20,000 housing units, complete ongoing housing projects, slum upgrading, completion of national housing projects in over 20 states, and the FCT and urban renewal programs across the country. He also urged the National Assembly to approve increased funding in 7 critical areas, which he said were essential to realizing the transformative housing policies and programs of President Bola Tinubu's administration. The Federal Ministry of Housing and Urban Development has solicited the National Assembly's support to increase its 2025 budgetary allocation from 83.7 billion naira to 360 billion naira. The Minister for Housing and Urban Development, Musa Dangiwa, appealed when presenting a report on the ministry's 2023 Supplementary Budget, 2024 Appropriation Act, and the 2025 budget proposals to the Senate Committee on Lands, Housing and Urban Development and the House Committee on Housing and Habitat. The minister explained that with the funding, the ministry can work towards achieving its yearly target of increasing affordable housing stock by 20,000 units, expanding the Renewed Hope housing program to cover the remaining 18 states with 250 housing units in each, completing the National Housing Program and completing federal secretariat in 6 states as well as Anambra, Bayelsa, Ekiti, Nasarawa, Osun and Zamfara states respectively. He further stated that expanding the National Urban Renewal and Slum Upgrade Program and other amenities are also a key focus of the 2025 budget proposal. The minister, however, expressed appreciation to the leadership and members of the Senate and House committees overseeing the ministry and the entire National Assembly for their continued support in ensuring the ministry achieved its mandate for the benefit of Nigerians. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Barrister Nyesom Wike, has been commended for signing over 1,000 certificates of occupancy C of O to house owners in the sprawling River Park Estate, Abuja. Mr. Paul Odili on Saturday alongside other dignitaries at a brief ceremony held during a meeting at the estate handed over the certificates to lucky house owners who now acquires full ownership of the estate. Odili, however, commended the magnanimity of the minister in signing such a huge amount of C of O's. He said the kind gesture of the FCT minister will go a long way in encouraging investment in real estate and build robust confidence in house owners. During the meeting, Odili informed investors in the estate that he had fully acquired a 100% stake in the business and he owned the River Park Estate completely. Residents of the Aso Garden Estate in Maitama have raised concerns about alarming cases of visible cracks in walls, compromised foundations and other structural damages that could pose serious safety hazards in their homes. The residents expressed their fears since construction work began adjacent to their estate. In a petition written by Dr. Nurin Mumuni on behalf of the estate chairman, reported experiencing significant and continuous heavy vibrations that have raised serious worries about the structural integrity of their properties. Mumuni addressed the petition to the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike, conveying the residents' distress about the poor infrastructure and other structural damage. He, however, urged the minister to assess the construction's impact on the estate and to ensure that proper precautions and regulations are upheld. The Chief Executive Officer of Pelican Valley Nigeria Limited, Dr. Babatunde Adeyemo, has said that most people in the diaspora do not conduct due diligence before purchasing a landed property. Adeyemo made this assertion against the backdrop of reservations expressed by people in the diaspora concerning the demolition of their properties in Nigeria. This came after a viral video clip by a United States doctor, Kimberly Stark, calling on the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for assistance, stating all he has worked so hard for is from America to Nigeria and choosing to invest in the country. He added that most of his investments are crumbled and shattered, appealing to the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to assist and come to the matter. Reacting to this development, Adeyemo noted that due diligence is essential before purchasing land in Nigeria, both from the relevant government agencies. However, securing true ownership in the eyes of the law is critical, and many buyers fail to consider the necessary step beyond payment. From the foreign scene, North Carolina affordable housing advocates are preparing for the worst but hoping for the best as the new Trump administration takes shape. Advocate says affordable housing groups will take a defensive posture in the coming months with a focus on protecting existing programs and policies designed to keep families in homes and provide access to affordable housing. The Director of Housing Policy for the MC Housing Coalition said Stephanie Watkins Cruz said the mood is mixed among advocates as they look ahead to the next 4 years. Watkins Cruz further said if the first few days of Donald Trump's presidency is an indication, big changes could be on the way for federal agencies such as the United States Department of Housing and Urban Development, which provides housing assistance and enforces fair housing laws. On his visit to North Carolina on Friday, Trump talked about doing away with the Federal Emergency Management Agency, which he contends has done a poor job of handling the Hurricane Helene disaster. Willis, however, said Trump's administration has proposed to charge higher rents and impose work requirements and time limits on low-income seniors, people with disabilities, families with children, and other people living in HUD housing.
Visit Housing TV Africa on YouTube and click on the subscribe button. Subscribe to Housing TV Africa to stay updated on latest happenings in Nigeria's housing sector. Follow our social media pages, like and share our posts on Facebook, Housing TV Africa, on Twitter, Housing TV Africa, Instagram, Housing TV Africa. Join the conversation and keep up with latest housing updates.
Housing TV Africa, your first in housing development broadcasting.